Welcome to an innovative use case that is connecting the world of banking to the real world of the share economy. Share economy is getting more and more popular, and I guess that some of you might have already used offers of the share economy already. But then you probably also experience the difficulties of using a vehicle and all the stress that comes with an initial registration for the sharing networks. Therefore, you might have already been several times walking around finding probably a bike that you would have liked to use, but then you didn't actually do it because you haven't been registered with that network. So we thought, why not use the institution of the bank as a mediator in between the customer and the sharing provider in order to make the whole sharing experience much more seamless and smoother. So the idea is that banks start to have cooperations with sharing providers and actually bundling the offerings of those providers in order to offer them to their own customers in form of a new bank product that we would call the mobile account. The mobile account actually allows the user to access all offerings of the cooperation partners of the bank from within the app of the bank. So they're not using anymore the app of the sharing providers themselves. They get a comprehensive and integrated view of the offerings within the bank's app. So as a user, I can actually use the app in order to find offerings. So for example, if we have a look at Frankfurt here in Germany, then we can see that there are quite a lot of offerings. For our MVP, we already integrated with a service on the internet that is giving us access to real-time information of bike sharing locations from 200 networks around the world that we then filter down to networks within Germany. So when I scroll through the offerings that I found here in Frankfurt, you can already see that I found offerings from two different networks, from DB Rent and from Nextbike. That in itself is already a very comfortable function for the user because he doesn't have to switch from network to network in order to find a suitable offer, but he can already enjoy a comprehensive view where he has everything integrated. For our MVP, we actually started to have our own little demo bike sharing network that actually just consists of this one beautiful bike over here that we have located to Hanover. So as a user, I can now find that offering that I would like to use. I can actually initiate the rental process from within the app of the bank. The bank will then use API technology within the API economy in order to communicate to the provider of that vehicle. So when I select over here that vehicle for rental and I request the rental from within the app, what the bank will do is that it will request that rental with the network provider. And in case the vehicle is available, the network provider will actually unlock it so that I can use it as a driver. So then I'm using it in order to make my way. When I give it back, which we do by pressing that red button over here, the network provider will communicate the usage back to the bank in order to charge the amount for that ride against the account of the user. So as a bank customer, I have full transparency of my budget usage for my mobility. So we think that this is a very innovative example of using IoT technology in order to connect the real world with the virtual world of banking. Thanks a lot.